Greetings and welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Miles Reed. I'm joined with my colleague and dear wife and companion of the Journey to Freedom, Erin Alexander, and every one of you today joining us live, and then the ones of you who catch it afterwards on demand. But we are all in this endeavor, Longevity for the Mind. Our class 2 starts now. And I wanted to start first before we go into our movements that are so precious to our endeavors, to set up the right frame of mind. Which mind are we going to bring in? The first step to longevity is, as we are looking at it and we define it in our first class, today we're going deeper into that, which is discernment. Which mind is this in the first place? We have to first begin there. Which mind is showing up? We have more than one mind. Maybe we have many minds, but at least we have two minds. One which we recognize as us and operates under high principles based on our ideals. And then there's another mind that seems to creep in, take over, imprison us sometimes, or surprisingly say things that we don't even mean or want to say. The other mind comes in and seems very comfortable taking over the seat at the management office upstairs. So identifying ourselves, in which mind do I find myself to be in this moment? It is an ongoing pursuit to discern and then choose which one we're going to put energy into. And when we are not in our true mind, we could even like push it away forcefully or kindly. If by any means possible, how can I recover my own sense of my own thoughts? And so this is a matter of, let's say, life or death. If we are overcome by our other mind and we just succumb to it, then it is as if we are dead. So this is a fight for our freedom within ourselves. And the world today, in some weird way, favors this awakening, because it is, as I went to a restaurant the other day, with Axel, and the waitress was saying, wow, just like passing by, it seems like nowadays everybody's mind is I don't know where. So it's so poignant in our society today, how we are often operating by principles that don't make sense or don't have any seemingly rational basis, or just seem to be in such a reactive mode that we don't even know who we are anymore. So within this arena, in the corollary in the ancient times, when the tradition of shamans in pre-Mexico, right, pre-conquest, when the Spanish conquistadores came, without trying to make a parallelism, but it was also a time of enormous upheaval. And paradoxically, it was an amazing time because it forced those shamans to come to conclusions and changes that were absolutely life or death. So they had to. And so in a way, we could say that in our modern times, we are in a life or death planetary situation. And if we extend this just 50 years, we could definitely state that because we are going directly into the global warming paradigm. And so we are in a life or death battle for the ongoing survival and evolution of our species, right? We have the opportunity to evolve in terms of awareness, as our teacher said, but we need a medium, a planet, a vehicle to transport our journey. So here we are. Today, we're going to make a push to see if we can coming to such a fine degree of awareness of uh, connecting within ourselves. Who is that is showing up here? Who is this thinking here? And questioning and putting energy and intent in pushing out when it doesn't feel that is us. We're just going to go to the pure functionality and step on aside to any psychological or cognitive interpretations or descriptions, and just abide by the force of energy flow. And so all of us, as we do the movements in a moment, let's put that intention. There's this stance of self-observation of our thoughts, of our reactions. And the question is, who's showing up? Who is that? Who is there? We put the flashlight in the dark corners of our thoughts, and we shine light into ourselves. That's the intention, okay? So let's solidify this with a half a minute of silence. So sit comfortably, and it's to put a vehicle, like we are going to go into this spaceship, all of us today, and we're entering the cockpit. So close your eyes, and we are all coming into this cockpit from all corners of the world, coming in together in this class today. And we're going to freedom. We have all the support with one another. And we have our intent for freedom, our intent to be ourselves, our intent to dethrone whatever is not us, doesn't belong to us. Current of energy, sequence of thoughts, interpretations and conclusions that don't represent us. We make our stance, we stack our pole in the ground. Here we are. Breathe into that. Determination to succeed, to be victorious. Okay. On 3, we open our eyes. 1, 2, 3. Open the eyes. Here we are. Let's do it. All right, standing up, everybody. All right, super strong stance. Plant your feet. Bend your knees extra, a little more than the usual. And do a little bouncing onto the heels. Feel the ground underneath us. The first best positioning that we can have to come into the observation of up here is to come out of up here. So we go to the opposite end of our bubble, the feet. That's one really easy way. We go all the way to the other pole, and we can see better view. So feel your heels bouncing up and down, and your skeleton is responding. Think of the bones in your structure. The bones in your leg bouncing onto the heels, the hips absorbing that bounciness, and the spine up and down. The vertebrae is compressing and distending, pumping blood and energy. Make sure the back of the neck is nicely lengthened. So the energy and the bounciness can travel through the neck into the head. And here we are. The cranium is going up and down. And inside, our gray matter, let's call them the high functions, the brain is bouncing, hitting the cranium and down in a liquid medium that circulates around the brain, cushions it. So it's a bit of like a little bit of a self-induced gravitational massage of the brain. Soften the jaw, relax the tongue, breathe freely into the belly. And make sure there's no tension in the limbs. Feet a little closer to each other, a little closer, and the same thing. Dislodge any tight thoughts, any certainties, any fixed beliefs. Here we are. Let's just intend to dislodge whatever we assume to be so, and see if we can just even numb the known and give some space for new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. All right. Now, wide stance. Let's call upon our 5 connections. Bringing the brain, the mind to the heart, and from the heart to the legs. Inhale, exhale. Here's the position. And the knuckles come into the bridge above your eyes. So here we go again. Inhale, exhale. Pause at the eyebrow. Inhale, and bring it to the heart. Exhale. Inhale, take a step with the left foot and come down, sliding to the outside here. And here you want to really brush. You can use the nail, or you can use the nail and the tip of the other finger at the same time. And just around the area, the muscle area, brush it, rub it, create some friction. And then you bring it. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, other side. Let's do a full breath on here as we stimulate the area here in the leg. Inhale up, exhale.